Okay, JMats here, GenerationD20.com, draft beer 49, and yeah, playing against George and Bob over there. I have what I would consider to be two, maybe three options here. Increasing Savagery is pretty decent. Um, Stormbound Geist also good. Stormkirk Captain can be very good in the right deck. Advantages to going like Stromkirk Captain. Probably one of the red or black cards is going to table, and I wouldn't mind playing with it. Um, at the same time, you're going to be drawing other people into those colors. Increasing Savagery, the only thing I don't like about it is if you don't put it on a hexproof creature, it just kind of is wasted. We'll go with the Captain. I don't mind. I like red-black as a color combination anyway, so I don't mind investing a little bit in that. This is a terrible pack. Truly, truly terrible. I think I'm probably going to take the elk. Guess I can take the worm. Feed the pack isn't all bad. I'll take the elk. If I ended up playing three colors, I'd need some mana fixing. Of course, those three colors would be blue, white, and green, not the colors of the captain. And let's see, who else is in here? Malin Long, Chespy, Kept Dog 66. All the finest mtgo players money can buy. Okay, so I probably should have taken Increasing Savagery, since this is the third green card. And I could go that route. I could go with the Ripper or the Stalker. Tower Geist is also a very solid card. I think I'll go with the Ripper. I like the Ripper. I like keeping the curve a little bit more aggressive. Have no problem with Highborn Ghoul, even though he's not a vampire. It does give you a little bit of evasion. And as I said before, I like red-black. Since you have two packs of Innistrad, you can end up getting Geist Flames and Brimstone Volleys and Harvest Pyres and a lot of the removal that you need, and it also ends up going pretty aggressive. You can get a captain or two. You can get a lot more value out of some of the other creatures there. Here, Black Cat I like, but again, I'd go with an intimidating creature. Pseudo evasion. Even if it is a zombie. And the cat was a zombie too. Now, what I like, as I was saying about the captain, is things like Blood Craze and Neonate become a lot better if you have a captain or a few crossway vampires. Here, Torch Fiend has its role, but I think I might take Undying Evil. With four creatures there, it just can really blow up your opponent when they use a removal spell to try to get rid of your captain and you bring him right back. Here, Forge Devil can kill a lot, but I think I go with the Death's Caress just because it can kill everything. And Sudden Disappearance would probably be the most annoying, or potentially annoying, of the cards I saw. Wonder what color my fellow draft beeries are in right now, because I am assuming that they can't be within 2 seats to my right because I don't think that there's any chance that they would have passed the ghoul tree. Now the fact that Stormbound Geist got all the way around is interesting, but I'm going to go with the Vengeful Vampire. I don't mind having a couple more expensive creatures, and with the vampire theme it works. And I've played Gruesome Discovery to some effect as well, so I'm not completely against it. Scorch the Fields also I don't mind having as a sideboard card. And I was able to pick up one of those now. For these purposes, I think I'm going to hide them and hope that I can find something better, but if not, especially Gruesome Discovery, I have no problem playing that. And Sea Kite seems annoying. Blue seems pretty open, which is rare. And again, this is a Swiss queue, so no one's really trying to win. We're all just trying not to lose. And so I'm going into pack 2 with 7 cards that I want to play, but I find if you can be around 7 playables entering the next 2 packs, by then the colors start evening out, people start declaring a little bit more, and I tend to get better cards in my colors after that. Noble is awesome. Would want it in nearly any deck, and definitely in the pseudo-vampire deck like I'm building right now. And depending on how many vampires I get, I'm also not against playing like a Vampiric Fury. Just another way to sway things my way. That's a nice blood gift. And really, it's looking solid. Like, if I get a couple more cards like that, maybe Vengeful Vampire goes to the wayside. I like to have flight, but if I can get more powerful flight for less mana, then Vampire can be out the window. 1-drops, what are we thinking? The Ghoul and Reckless Waif. 2-drops, Neonate, Ashmouth Hound. It's a Vampire Interloper. There's kind of things to watch for. Definitely need to watch for some removal as well, since Death's Caress is carrying the load at this point. But at the same time, I'm not disappointed with how this is going. I mean, these 3 cards are all very solid, and everything else is a good supporting, plays a good supporting role. Okay, so I could take the Ghoul, which is okay, or I could take the Slayer of the Wicked, which will destroy me. I'm going to go with the Slayer of the Wicked. In a pinch, I'd even play white, knowing that I probably will be able to destroy someone else with it. Really is one of the best cards out there. And another Divine Reckoning, so someone may be gassing up for a fun little battle there, but I think I go with the Walking Corpse. I know the importance of 2-drops. I don't have a lot of answers to flight, so I'll get rid of that Chapel Geist. And I'll hide the Slayer of the Wicked for now. Because of the pseudo-vampire theme, I'll go with the Patrician. This one's a little bit tougher. Screeching Bat overall has more power, but Interloper gets out a turn earlier. also dies easier. I think I have to take the Screeching Bat. I would like the Interloper, but yeah, if he dies to a Geist Flame. As do my ghouls, of course. But I like that he can flip and become a huge threat that might also have first strike. So we're at 4, 5, 6 vampires. It's starting to get into the good zone where potentially I would want to take a Vampiric Fury. It's too bad that the deck starts all with zombies, but you know, what are you going to do? Open to Stromkirk Noble? I'll take Nightbird's Clutches. That can be a fun way to get through the final damage or get a couple of these guys rolling early. So we're coming back to pack 1. Pack 1 I took Falconwrath Noble, and I think there was a Crossway Vampire in it, which I would love if that made it back around. I'm not expecting that to happen, but if it did, I definitely would be happy. I'm up to 13 cards that I would be willing to play. Maybe even not leaning on the side of would want to play. Kind of think Moment of Heroism just because of the surprise element to it. I don't like that. And Burial Rites, I'm okay with that. Have a couple of guys I'd probably be happy to see return after they got burnt to death. I'll take the Fen Stake, but I do not intend to play it. Just see how desperate things get. I'm at 9 cards to go now. So still a little low on playables, or want to plays. Not really playables there. I have a couple more playables in my bin, but a little short on cards that I really want to play. So I suppose it's only fitting that we send a jab at them. There's the Vampiric Fury. And with my numbers, not bad. And Stony Silence is a rare, so might as well take it. Curse of Oblivion is, not going to make my deck, but for that very unique sideboard, it's possible. Okay, so Moorland Haunt is by far the best card there, but in my colors I get a Stromkirk Patrol, a Brain Weevil, and a Night Terrors. Wow. That's just unfortunate. Guess I take the Patrol. It's Vampire. That's about all I can say for it. An overcosted Vampire. Now if you have Captain in it, things tend to look up a bit. Here, I would like the Moan. I'm going to take the Victim of Night. And someone's going to screw me over with that Tree of Redemption, I'm sure. Okay, here I think I'd probably take the Blazing Torch. I was thinking about the Cultist, but yeah, let's go with the Torch. And the Crazed Neonate potentially, but I think I'm going to go with the big burn of Into the Maw. So what? Unburial Rites is essentially another creature, so really I'm at 12. 4 cards to go. Few more creatures. And now I've picked up some decent removal. And different levels of answers, like specific, small, and then almost any threat you can think of. Pitchburn Devils. Yeah, I'm good with that. I like the damned if you do, damned if you don't approach that they sometimes, uh, stick people in. I'll probably take the Ghoul. Thought about the Scarecrow, since I don't have a great defense against flight, but here Priest is pretty good and pretty late. Almost just pushing me into wanting to play my Slayer of the Wicked and Priest. Maybe I will. If I don't get any better cards on color, I would rather play a couple quality cards off of a splash. Red's almost a splash, really. So I could go maybe 9, 6, 2 or something like that. 9, 5, 3, 8, 6, 3, maybe 8, 6, 3. We'll see. Let's go back to show all. We want to hide the land, hide the blue cards. There's that terrible starting deck again. Hide green. Hide a couple of these. Here I could see Curse of the Nightly Hunt. If I decided I wanted to go that way, forcing guys to attack into you. Smite the Monstrous. It's not a bad card to have. Wow, that is the latest murder of crows you will ever see. The nice thing about splashing white is I get a little bit of extra value out of that Unburial Rites as well. Maybe get rid of the Vampiric Fury. I guess I can count my totals for sure, but I think I probably would rather play with a Smite than a Vampiric Fury. Okay. So here, Into the Maw, Pitchburn Devils, Ripper, Stromkirk Noble, Blazing Torch, Vengeful, Deathcrest, all the vampires, my ghoul, some more vampires, some more ghouls. Where does that put me? 15 creatures. And which trick do I want? Making a couple of guys so they can't block. Maybe the lifelink. That would keep it down fairly reasonable. Almost want to get rid of that. It's got the double red and it's early. Maybe replace it with a voiceless spirit. Wonder what it'll suggest for land now. Now I'd almost be like, yeah. I think you could maybe go 4, 5, 8. And yeah, or something like that. Okay, we'll try it. What I see with this deck is that off the bat, I have hopefully some pressure that I can apply, and then later in the game I have answers to their big threats, while also having a few big threats of my own that I can recur. I think it looks pretty solid. So, we will see. Maybe we'll get lucky and play George and Bob in round 1.